exclusive. Hey. How y'all doing? Happy Monday, good people. Happy Monday. You're here with me on the Noontime My Time Podcast. Yes, you are. And it's Make It Make Sense Monday. Make it make sense, y'all. Can we make it make sense? We need to. We got some things we need to be talking about. There are some things that we need to be talking about. Do you hear me? Can we make this stuff make sense? Because I'm not making this stuff up now. I'm not making any of this up, but I'm asking a question. Do we need Yale? Do we need Yale? And why did we ever think we did? Our HBCUs have long nurtured our brilliance. They've been holding us down. We have been doing some real things out here. Some of our greatest HBCUs. I want us to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Do we need Yale? Do we? Let them keep striking stuff down. Let them keep going. Let them keep going. Full force. Keep it going. All right, y'all. We're going to get into it. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday and welcome to the Noontime My Time Podcast. It is Make It Make Sense Monday. We're on episode number 94. 94. Do you hear me? We've been doing this thing. We've been having some conversations. We've been talking about stuff. We're making it make sense on Mondays. I'm talking it out on Tuesdays with Tori. Wednesday, we got a little Wellness Wednesday, and then we're going to think about it on Think About It Thursdays and Friday. You know, we just free. We got Freedom Fridays and we got free-form conversations. We're doing it here because conversations matter. We want to have conversations. There's a lot going on out here. And there's a lot of people talking about the things that are going on out here, but we want to have a different conversation or just look at it from a different point of view. Look at it from the other side. We have to be able to do that because we're not right about everything, but we're trying to be right by people, a majority of people. I think we can do that. I'm asking the question here today. I'm asking, do we need Yale? I can't even listen. I'm not even pronouncing it properly because that's just how much I do not care about Yale. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know why we ever thought that we did. We've got HBCUs out here that has been holding us down, nurturing our brilliance because that's what they're there for. I want us to get into that conversation, get a little deeper into the conversation. But before we do, I think we need to go ahead and get into this breath work. Let's do it. What I want you to do is inhale to the count of 4. And we're going to hold it for a few seconds. And then we're going to exhale. And we'll hold that for a few seconds. And we'll repeat that a few times. Now, you can close your eyes if you're in a place that you can do that. I don't want you to do that if you're driving. Don't do that if you're driving. Don't do that if you're actually sitting at the desk. If you got your head pods on, and you're taking a listen, well, vibrate with us and listen. But if you can close your eyes, close your eyes. You want to take it a step further, put your hands over your heart and feel that you are alive. That's you. Let's get into it. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Inhale again. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. One more time. Let's inhale. Hold it a few seconds. And exhale. Yeah. Doesn't that feel great? Of course it does. Anytime that we can do something to help improve our lives, I think that's a great thing. And I definitely know that it feels great. It feels great in this moment. I hope you took an opportunity to take the breath work. That's important. Sometimes we just need to stop, and sometimes we just need to breathe. There's things going on around us and things that can kind of get us, feeling a type of way. And we just need to recalibrate. We need to recenter. We need to get back focused. If taking just a moment of time to do a little breathing can help get me there, I'm going to do it. And I hope you guys are doing that as well. Here's the thing, guys. Whole lot going on. Whole lot going on politically, socially. A lot of conversations are going on. And I like it. I like for us to be able to have the conversations. Some of the things that the conversation revolve around, they're political. They're political. We've got to look at it, and we've got to know where we fit in, what we can do, how we can continue to build for ourselves, continue to build for our children, our future, and not selfishly. I don't say it at all selfishly. With and among everyone who chooses to build with us, beside us, alongside of us. That's what we've always done. But we got to really look out for ourselves. The writing is on the wall, and it always has been. It always has been. We're out here. We're trying to make it. We want to make it. As we should be. And as we should. But we got to question some of these things that we are allowing to become our standards. When did that become our standard? Because some of these things are not. These are not our goals. These are not our ideas of success. And we've got to come back full circle and think about the things that we know work for us. What are the things that we really want? And so that leads me to ask, in the wake of affirmative action being struck down as it relates to education. Now, we know that it can and probably will go further. Not many of us are surprised with what's going on now. We weren't really surprised about it being struck down. So what does that really say? What does that really say? We weren't surprised. Because we knew that we always had to count on us. We've known that we always have to have our back. And so that's why I asked the question is, do we need Yale? And I just full out say, we don't need Yale. Why did we ever think that we did? And absolutely no disrespect to our graduates from Yale. A lot of love and respect to them. We have, A few who have gone through their drama department, such as some of our greats like Angela Bassett. Uh, I think Sanaa Lathan is a graduate of Yale Drama School. We've got Winston Duke, and there's a few of them. You can look it up. You can find this out for yourself. All you have to do is look it up. But what I want to say about that is these people are incredibly talented people. And from what I can see, I'd like to say that they would have been at the same height of their brilliance if they had gone to an HBCU, if they had gone to Howard. Because what it is that they have, that's in them. That's their drive, their passion, their work ethic. So I'm not so sure that I want to be giving so much credit to Yale for that. But like I said, no disrespect. None at all. But do we need Yale? Do we really? Let's think about some of our greats who've come from HBCUs. There's so many. Booker T. Washington. Dr. Martin Luther King attended Morehouse. Thurgood Marshall. Katherine Johnson, guys, responsible for helping put man into space. She's a graduate of an HBCU. Incredible brilliance that we're talking about here. This isn't new. Langston Hughes. One of our great filmmakers, Spike Lee, he went to Morehouse. Right? Alice Walker. And whether you like this guy and his mouth and what he talks about or not, Stephen A. Smith, he went to Winston-Salem State. So we've got greatness in all categories. Nurtured by us, HBCUs, attending historically Black colleges and universities. They've always offered so many advantages to our students. And number one, HBCUs provide a unique culture experience for them, where students are able to connect with other students who are from similar backgrounds, similar experiences. They know each other. As well as they also meet others who are from a different background from them. Socioeconomic backgrounds, perhaps. Because we have a caste system. Let's be honest about that. But they're nurtured there. Another thing that's really great about our universities, HBCUs offer typically smaller class sizes. So that allows for a more personalized attention from their professors. They've got a greater sense of community. They've got people there who are pushing them to succeed, and they feel that. HBCUs have a long history of producing successful graduates, and particularly in fields of business and education and science. We've talked about some of these people here. We've got a strong support and network. They've got great mentorship programs, career services. And our students need that because they need to be able to succeed academically, and they need to be able to be on a path to succeed professionally. When they leave these universities, they must know who they are and what they want to do more than this is not just about getting a job. This is not just about money. But I will say this, a lot of HBCUs offer, a more affordable education compared to the other universities out here. And a lot of them get, their financial packages. So that's important as well. We need to be asking ourselves, do we really need this? And I'm not so sure that we do. I want to know, how are we exploring the ways that we as Black people can uplift and support each other alongside everything else that's going on out in these political streets? Because not much has ever really been for us. But we still been out here making it, raising our babies, educating them, making our community better. That's what we do. And I don't care what you hear or see in the media right now. You know so many more personal stories, true stories of our greatness. And we need to keep walking that path, living in that path, uplifting and celebrating those who are making sure that things are being done the way that they need to be done for us, by us, with us. We make these conversations difficult to have, and they are difficult conversations to have. They are. They really are. But we need to be having them. We are great. Live in that and know that. Every time you look up in the sky, you think about Katherine Johnson, a Black American woman mathematician whose calculations of orbital mechanics as a NASA employee put man into space. She went to an HBCU. So I need you to ask yourself, what has Yale done for you lately? Make it make sense. What are you guys thinking about it? Because when we first heard about it and when things happen initially, we'll have a reaction. We'll feel a particular way. But we've had a little bit of time to just kind of get off the emotion of it. Now, we've got people out here in these political streets who are going to do what they have to do, and we got to support them. We got to know that Black voters matter. You need to know that, because this is very much an indication of that. We're not making light of it, but you honestly know. Affirmative action in education never really did much for you. It didn't. We've been educating ourselves. We are brilliant people who have been educating ourselves. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. I put up a few posts this morning because I just had some things that I wanted you guys to think about. There were things that were on my mind. I'm like, make it make sense. We do not have to acknowledge anyone who attempts to label us as undeserving, unqualified, or lazy. See, all of the cards are on the table now. And they can strike down everything that they feel like they want to strike down, that they feel like will work against us. They can do that. Do that. And let us see who's left standing. Let us see. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm saying. You hear what I'm saying, and you hear what I'm not saying. But we're going to keep educating ourselves. We're going to keep supporting HBCUs. We're going to keep being good. We are going to stay up. We're going to stay strong, because that's what we do. That's what we've always done. We are survivors. And you heard it. You know it. The survival of the fit. Only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. Can't make this stuff up. If I didn't see everything that was going on right now, if I wasn't living in these times for myself, whew, if I was reading this in a book, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What are you telling your kids? What are you telling your young people about this? I don't know how many of you had young people who aspired to go to Ivy League schools. I don't know. We talked about that a little bit. But what are you telling them? But got some people in here. I see a couple people watching. If you can get into the comments and let me know what's on your mind, we can get this conversation going and talk about it a little more. We could. This thing doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't. We're not walking around with blinders on. We're not walking around with blinders on, and we're not allowing people to make us who we're not. We're not going to do that either. I put a post here this morning and I said, if you don't know how to love people or how to begin to love people, you need to stand in front of your mirror longer than it takes for you to brush your teeth. You need to be looking in that mirror at yourself because you need to do better. You do. We can't, obviously, we can't wait for anybody to do right by us. We can't expect for someone else to do right by us. You can't pray for it. You can't wish for it. None of that. We've got the cheaters out here that got to cheat to win. But are they winning though? Because see, the game is not over. They've just made a move. That's the move that they've made. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. Because y'all know we survivors. Y'all know it. We got a whole lot of songs about it, but it's our life. Make it all make sense. Somebody make it make sense. And I want to ask a question too, because we have allowed our success to align with someone else's success. I don't know when it happened. I don't know how it happened. And we all kind of get caught up into it and get trapped into it. And when you find yourself on a path and a journey to a particular healing, you really start analyzing, like, when did this become my value? Because certainly feeling my life success, there's no monetary value that I could put on that. I absolutely know, and I absolutely feel, not just feel, but I absolutely know that we have to be able to take care of ourselves, to be able to take care of our families. Yes. But that doesn't mean that our values have to be someone else's values. Because there was a time when the big house meant something else. And now everybody want to live in a big house. The big house wasn't necessarily a safe place for us at a particular time. If you really hear what I'm saying and what I'm not saying. When did we want to start living in the big house? When did that become our goal, a measure of our greatness or our success? Because it's not. And why are we wanting more than we need? We need to visit some of these ideas of what we are relating success to. It certainly isn't Yale. It certainly isn't a whole lot of other PWIs. You need to know why you are continuing your education and make sure you're being educated, but not out here just to get a job. Not out here just for money. Money can be made many ways. You know this. There are several more people in this society who are not college educated, who are making money, who are taking care of themselves. They've always been here. They always will be here. So this is larger than that. If you're going to be our educated people and persons, I need you to be educated enough to do something for our people and for all people. Yale. What has Yale done for you lately? I mean, think about it. And there's been some great people who've come out of there. A whole lot of politicians. I mean, I'm not even saying that they're great. However you want to make an opinion about that is yours. Sonia Sotomayor on the Supreme Court. She's come out of Harvard Law School. That's a great thing. We can applaud that. And by the same token, pun intended, so did Clarence Thomas. So it's not about the school. It's not. It's about what you individually are going to do with that education. And you need to understand and know the value of the education that you can get and can achieve at an HBCU. You've got to know the value of an education that you can receive from a trade school, apprenticeships, mentorships, self-taught now. You have the internet. There's so much that you can learn. And there are career pivots that you can make if you take the time to educate yourself and read. Read. There was a time when all we wanted to do was be able to read. And now the last thing you want to do is read. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Entertainment is one thing. I like it. I love music. We are responsible for so much good music. I love us. Entertainment is fine. We need it. You got to do more with this technology than entertain yourself. You got to. You got to make it make sense. If I'm going to be online, I need to be able to gain something from it as well. I want to hear something. I want to hear somebody. I want to see something. I want to see somebody who is doing something that is helping me be better, helping me think better, look at another point of view, understand something differently, help me grow. I want to do that. There has to be room for that too. Got to make it make sense. Just make it make sense. That's all I got for you today. I just want to make it make sense. And I just wanted to say what a whole lot of people around me are saying. And I'm putting it here on the podcast. Like, listen, strike it down. It's been struck down. But we don't need you. We don't. Our HBCUs, they have us. They've long been nurturing us. We're brilliant people. All right? Y'all make sure y'all have a good day out here. You do that because you can do that. It's up to you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your families. Eat better. Relax. Exercise. All of the things that you know you need to do them. Use the knowledge. Use it. Because too many of you are so quick to say, well, they say if you walk at least so many miles a day or take so many steps a day, that's good for your heart. Well, when you say, they say, I got a problem with that. I need you to do. I need you to do. We know these things. Let's start doing these things. Let's make it all make sense. I'm getting ready to get out of here. And you guys can go ahead and have your lunch. I hope you're having a good, healthy lunch. I hope you're putting some nutrition in your body. I hope you are eating some food that had life. You need to be eating food that rots. Because if you're not, that means you're making something that is chemically made up. It is processed. It is not real. It is not food. Make it make sense. There's nothing real in it. Completely engineered. You know what those things are. You know. You can't read the ingredients on that because that makes sense. It's not real. It didn't come from a tree. It didn't come out of the ground. It never had life. Put more life in your body because you're trying to live. Make that thing make sense now. You get ready to do this breath work and you get back into your work day. Y'all behave out here. Let's do some breath work. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Inhale again. Hold a few seconds. Exhale. And hold that a few seconds. Inhale one more time. Hold a few seconds. And exhale. Yeah. And don't you feel great? I feel great. I appreciate you guys. And if nobody gave you a smile today, if nobody smiled today, you just close your eyes and give yourself a big smile and see how that feels for you. All right? Y'all be great out here. It's what we do. One love, y'all.